Oh.
Yeah. So in the first video, he talked about using the weekly and the dailies and plotting out support and resistance. So that's when the big banks are. That's when you know where the big banks are.
Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice.
Delete some lines.
Infinity on Demand.
Start over.
For everything entertainment. Well, we are at the bottom of 12. The changes.
I do different colors. So I do weekly will be white.
Okay.
So this right here would be a weekly high. Syndicated. Okay, this one.
Are you playing the baby? Shit, man. I don't know yet. Oh, man, why you playing? I gotta ask my boss, man.
That's the worst part.
Yeah, he's strong too. He come here and I don't play. He come here and don't play. That's daddy first. That's good. That's a good daddy too.
This is recorded. Can't be putting this on YouTube anymore. You just send to Brandon now. Yeah, so this right here will be a weekly high and then drop. So we'll just place a resistance line right there. Weekly low right in there. And then I would even put this one made a low before going up. The only reason I would put it here is because it's still within. It's not crazy, you know what I mean? Like we're not putting one way up here. You know, just 1,000 foot away, thinking it's gonna shoot up. And then I guess if we wanted to, we put one right there as well.
No, and this is a weekly.
So right now we're just looking for weekly highs and lows within appropriate. You know what I mean? We're not marking it way up here. Like the 124 area. You want to keep it kind of close to where price is at right now. And then if you put all the weekly ones down, go down to a daily. Change the color. On the daily, we'll do the same thing. So one right there, this low right here. This would be a high too, but if you already got the weekly on that one, this would be a low right here. So put that.
So now you're looking at daily lows.
Daily lows and highs, yeah.
In the video, I first where he was talking mainly about putting these lines on higher lows and swing lows and swing highs. Rather than every support resistance level.
That's what I was wondering too.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot of that one would be one. That's how to play. I'm scared of you. I'm hungry.
This one right here, it is higher. This is lower.
Right. We're talking about marking both. Remember, like not only the bottom, but the top of the three.
When are you talking about the lines that go across?
Well, those both. That was in the weekly and daily and the 4 hour swing highs.
So
Okay. He didn't. Yeah, he never got away from that.
When you know, like the swing high and swing low,
Talk to me.
he the way he explained it in that video is, so you have like a candlestick.
Mm-hmm.
You do like another one right next to it like that. So like that would be the swing high. We have two, so you have the high and the two lower highs beside it.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be a swing high.
That's a swing high.
And then the same is true for a swing low. And then the swing low would be
Just
the low, yeah. He only did that on a 4 hour though, right?
Yeah, he did the.
Yeah, the lines.
So this is the video. This is what you learned from that video.
Yeah.
For this one too, that he did the weekly and daily. He was doing. He was looking for the swing high, swing lows, with make lines.
Oh, okay.
That's what that was my understanding.
Okay. I didn't get that from him, but
So this video, is it different from the market maker?
same concept behind the way of thinking, but it's just more information. They go hand in hand. The deeper you go into it, it goes hand in hand. That's why I like both of. We got 16 hours and God knows how many hours on his videos.
Mm-hmm.
I think they go really good hand in hand. So that would be the swing high, right?
Right.
Resistance.
Just some more paper plates. Right there on the
So then once you have the weekly and daily all marked up,
Mm-hmm.
you go down to 4 hour. And then start doing not support and resistance. We can start looking at, let's see. Would you count that as a swing low? So this is up, down, and it kind of doji's out.
So what's the significance for the swing high, swing low? Are you looking at it as a place to buy it?
Well, we'll see what I'm. So he says at the open, the close, the high and low of a candlestick, when you combine that with swing highs and swing lows, are sensitive areas in the future. So try to find it. So like this one right here. So you have this low, and then it pushes up, and then it pushes down. So this right here would be swing high. So what he does is you want the full range. So you take it from the lowest of the three candlesticks,
What you got planned for tomorrow?
and then you draw it across.
I'm quite sure I know in the morning I'm be trying to get in contact with
The highs of the three
they're
candlesticks.
really hard to reach.
You draw it across.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, sound like
And
my
what you notice is every time
Yeah.
it tries to hit this high, there was some kind of like reaction in the market, and then it came back. And notice how this candlestick stopped right on the dot of this low. And so that's what we're looking for going forward. And then you kind of see it pins up here. It pins, and then plus you have a weekly resistance, and it comes down back into the swing low, or the low.
Wait for it to get milled out the sack.
And it does the same thing. And so the significance of
Shane, people in mid-twin.
highs and swing lows
Twin is good. He'll tell you
is
people in position. You know,
open, close, and high and low
People
of
in position.
candlesticks
Yeah.
are sensitive areas.
that's what I'm going through now.
to react.
They have the paperwork.
Down
It's
and
documented with my social security disability. I return to
price
work
does when it
September 1st,
returns,
right?
how it reacts.
Because my division is so much in turmoil and they need competent, experienced people like myself.
Yeah.
So I get a letter based upon their assumption that I resign. So
Yeah.
that's the case. It's paid in my severance.
Mm-hmm.
I have quite a bit of vacation pay coming.
Right. So we take it from the top.
Don't you have a horizontal ray you can use? Like this and then you just put it, and it makes a line already. You know, to drag it out. You know what I mean?
You talking about something like this?
No.
No,
See,
you don't have that on here. MT4 doesn't have it. This is the closest thing to it. So these three candlesticks, this is the high, this is the lowest point. Let me draw one. You see how price already bounced off this monthly.
This is right now.
Yeah, this is live right now. It's already in a downtrend. We need to look for this price to push up and sell 80 pips away from here, but for it to push up and kind of react around this area before dropping.
So given, are you still gonna put the Fibonacci on it?
He doesn't go into it in these videos, but
But
yeah, we'll just do this and then after this I'll show you.
this thing is this pair though.
Yeah.
All the best athletes gather to engage. The restaurants gather to eat. Pizza Hut's big flavor difference is
Let's go back to verifying this one.
sauces just $2.99. The big flavor different pizza only at Pizza Hut. This portion of FX is sponsored by Pizza Hut. Bring home the flavors only at Pizza Hut.
I want to stretch this all the way out and see.
Mainly are expected for us to continue into tomorrow. That's going to give us cooler temperatures as we head to the weekend.
That's
Plenty
USD JPY.
feel as well. Right now we're at 62 degrees in
So
Napa,
you should be in this
59
right
in
now,
Oakland,
right?
60 in Hayward, 65 degrees in Bellevue, 58 in San Jose. Temperatures in Livermore at 70 degrees. Our wind speeds right now kicked up to about 17 miles per hour in San Francisco, 29 in Fairfield, 16 in Napa, same thing in Oakland, and right around 10 miles per hour in Hayward. 24-hour temperature
So
change
here's that swing low.
in San Francisco. Down about 5 in Hayward, it's a night in Concord and Livermore. Temperatures
June 20th, they formed the swing low. And you follow these trend lines across, and you can see how price jumped around in here, consolidated.
See that deeper marine layers from onward flow, and that's going to lead to those cooler temperatures starting tomorrow into the weekend. Highs around the
And then
region tomorrow at 84
it's
degrees.
outline and down.
73 in Mountain View, 69 in Oakland, 75 in Nevada, 74 degrees in
That's crazy. Yeah.
Santa Rosa. 74
It's
in
not gambling,
Minnesota.
you know what's gonna happen.
Tomorrow, dropping down to the mid-80s for any locations. We drop down to the low 80s. By Saturday, Sunday, same thing.
I don't know what he talked about in the first two videos.
And for the day, high 60s expected for the end of the work week heading into the weekend.
Thank you, Brittany. New ahead at 8 in the So now saying about her unsolved murder 1 year later.
But I did find crazy is when he talks about that you only need 25 pips.
Coming up a little later in this broadcast, Giants.
Oh, yeah.
He said you only need 25 pips a week to double your account in a year, or to double your
No, that ain't a big cover.
in a year. So you need 25 pips a week. If you can make 25 pips a week for a year, you double your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6%. So you're a 6%. As long as you're getting a 6% return of those 25 pips, so you can ask how much you gotta, your lot size would be. Not risking more than 2%. You'll double your money
I got that Forex
every year.
for you. You didn't have to go in the drawer.
Not just the system, just you get 25 pips a week. Because he's trying to prove a point that you don't need to trade every day. And how little pips you really need to make money.
What was his last example that he went from like, obviously 5,000 to like 2 million, like in just like almost a year?
Almost like a year and a half.
Yeah. I forget how many, I think it was like 70 something pips a week. It was something like that.
Yeah, he gets like 70 pips. He had, his trading account started at 5,000. But I think he had some like ridiculous return though. I think it was like a 20% return. And he only needed 70 pips a week. And I think after like 2 years, he looked like his account was like $1 million. About like a year and a half. And so, yeah, so once you have all these lines right now on the weekly, daily, and then 4 hour, now you can go down to 15-minute. And the way he says, every time it bounces or it hits the monthly or weekly, you're either buying or selling. Like right here, you would have seen it coming down. You would have placed a buy limit right here. And then what he said is your stop loss is always
So this is 15 minutes now?
Yep. So you start on a higher time frame to put all your support and resistance. And then once those are all drawn out, drop it down to 15. And then you're looking for places where you're waiting for the price to come down and touch the monthly or weekly resistance, support resistance. And then you're going to trade off that with your stop loss being 20 pips below that support and resistance. And you take profit on the gain.
Trump is considering dropping out of the race.
Probably that won't happen. It may just be pushed. In fact, by some Republicans hoping to take back the White House. As Justin Woman shows us, Donald Trump has spent the last week running against everybody except Hillary Clinton.
I was viciously attacked on the stage of the Democratic National Convention.
So like this candle bar represents, or this line represents 20 pips. If you would have bought it right at that line, you would have been out right here, 20 pips. Plus 20 pips below.
Paul Manafort has given up trying to control Trump, and his staff is described as suicidal. Republican National Chair Reince Priebus is stressed and frustrated. Other sources tell the Washington Post. Staunch Trump supporter Newt Gingrich wrote today, quote, he cannot win the presidency operating the way he is now. Democrats could not be happier.
Party nominee unraveling on an almost daily
You would have bought it here.
Donald Trump
Your stop loss.
tried to lose this whole.
So what is it? And another thing he talked about was
If he were, I'm not
place
sure
these trades in demo
the last few days. I mean,
so that you
I've never seen before.
and I totally
Neither have I.
the reason you want to start trading
$1 last month.
with just support and resistance like this is they'll teach you to stick to a trading plan and not deviate. He says So your buy limits or sell limits right at these support levels. So like in this example, would have came down, started coming up, you would have placed a sell limit.
Mhm.
Hit your sell limit. 13 pips, your take profit is
Mhm.
20 pips. And then it would have pushed back up and it would have hit your stop loss. Hit your stop loss before dropping for a positive 32 pips. And so his whole thing is you want to take trades that hit your stop loss and then go in your direction.
Mhm.
Because what he talked about, like discipline, like trading, you want to be like focused and disciplined. And so this will teach you not only how I personally, how you would truly react when it hits your stop loss and then goes into profit.
Mhm.
Not because then you could have came back. Never touched it, but if it would have came a little higher,
Mhm.
you would have bought it here and you would have made it. So you don't make it. Not extreme example, but come down and just tap it and then pull right back. And here's a pivot point from somewhere back here. This will came down and touched it right on the dot, pulled back, went back into almost a weekly. Then you could take 20 pips. Yeah, this one would have taken your stop out. This one you might have entered.
So you're not entering anything in the 4 hour higher lows, and the higher highs.
No,
That's just consolidation type.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I mean you can see what it does on these pivot points.
Right.
It just rides it. And then here's your weekly resistance.
Right. You keep out of bullet points. Yeah.
The 4 hour ones?
Yeah.
I don't remember what you called them. But yeah, we could, I mean, here's a weekly resistance. Could have taken a trade right there.
What's the purpose of that?
20 pips. Another 20 pips there.
Chris Jesse Waldman is here with the police and the family to find the
Yeah.
was gunned down as she left her home in Vallejo. Her murder is a case that haunts the
You
surrounding
talk about getting in the trade at the right time, man. Discipline, man. Not just trading when you think of a trade. Yeah. Looking at the weekly and monthly.
unincorporated area of
One thing he stressed that kind of goes back to
today. The sheriff
not being like a
for
regular retail trader.
the
I
family
don't
of
know
the
if we didn't
21
exactly say it, but I interpreted it this way. Is the reason brokers have demo accounts is so that retail traders develop bad habits in a demo account. Because in a demo account, you can put a standard on everything. Like 500 bucks, and you open up, start building that bad habit of not really taking your trade seriously. Like, yeah, you made $1,000, but you were at one point down like 1,000, and you just so happened that it swung back up. And so you never, what you're doing is developing bad habits that when you open up a live account, you think you can do the same thing. And it doesn't work that way. I think you said trade your demo account of your business.
This is a mugshot of 51-year-old Thomas Reeves, who was a language tutor for the girl. The sexual molestations occurring allegedly from October 2015.
He said he's on internet connection. So I just recorded it.
Tutorial services are involved. Investigators not ruling out the possibility, though, that there are other victims.
Yeah, so there would have been 20 pips, 20 pips, 30 pips, 60 pips, and then you would have lost on this one.
Maybe she was out there soliciting.
But again, he says you only need 25 pips a week. So once you get your 20,
That's good.
you're good.
I was listening, was it last week and also a little bit last night, the USD JPY.
It's supposed to make it out to me. From you to me. You didn't do that.
Yeah.
Slow.
That's yours. You don't have to do nothing.
USD, something like that.
This is the owner of the land in the city of Louisville.
I don't know. I'm not
Sure
sure.
about 400.
No. But the pound JPY is what, that's the one we were watching that night. It stopped under like 60 pips.
Yeah.
Like what? And it was what?
I'm looking at it right now.
So that's kind of how the weekly, how you go from weekly, daily, 4 hour, 15 minutes, and then start taking on a 15 minute.
I'm looking at the complex.
Yeah. Easy. Not much easy. The first two videos, they use this, and in the whole beginning part, he's just talking about this. Says you only need one trade or one pair to trade. I mean, we have 4, but you don't need a whole lot.
You know what? Next meeting?
I don't know.
I don't know what the guy out there actually.
Or should I say, behind it is another car that had plates, albeit they're not in the recommended location for plates. But the biggest
You know,
occasion.
we're training right now. He's on the video.
The Chevrolet has been doing sweeps to try to get rid of cars for too long. But it's a real battle. If you take one, when the car is moved, the process starts all over again.
There you go.
But you can help them. If you notice a car in particular,
We're just talking about training or trading requires discipline and focus. We talk about demo accounts are designed to develop, where you develop forward trading habits. That's kind of what they want you to do. Because once you get into real money, that's what business is all about. Is they just want to get money.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked about trading times 4:30 to 7:30 a.m. for the U.S. session, 11 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Looks like things are
And I was talking to him before you guys walked in. Those are the same times that they stop on. Not the same times, but during that time is when they'll do their stop hunts before the end of the Asian session or the beginning of the London session.
So 4:30, 7:30. What time is that for us?
That's our time.
That is our time.
4:30 to 7 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
and then 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. So that's when you should be sitting on the charts.
This one should be looking on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's daily.
Hmm.
Is that daily or is that Tuesday through Thursday?
Well, it could be daily, but usually, yeah, Tuesday through Thursday would be the better days to trade. Anything else you talked about?
You pretty much hit it.
The other thing I found interesting was when he was doing his daily, how many pips he needed a day,
Mm-hmm.
by lowering his stop loss you needed less pips to meet that number.
By one, the stop loss.
So instead of having like a 20 pip stop loss, as
Mhm.
soon as he moved it to like a 15,
Mhm.
or no, he started at 30, and then once he cut the stop loss in half, he needed less. He needed to catch less pips to make.
Against gold.
Yeah. So he says, don't worry about catching pips. Worry about perfecting your entry so that you don't need such a big stop loss.
Okay, yeah.
That's all we talked about in those first two videos.